The Forbidden Contact. Setting: the year 2387. The Galactic Council has maintained strict isolation protocols regarding primitive species for over 3 millennia. Main character: Ambassador Lyra of the Althan species, a tall, graceful being with silver skin and large violet eyes. She serves on the Council's Observation Division. Opening scene: Lyra stands before the massive viewing screen in her research station, watching Earth from orbit. For months, she has been assigned to monitor humanity's progress as they take their first steps into interstellar travel. The Council's law is clear: no contact until a species reaches Class 7 civilization status. Humanity barely qualifies as Class 4. The discovery. During her observations, Lyra witnesses something that changes everything. A human space vessel suffers critical engine failure near Jupiter. The crew of 5 faces certain death as their life support systems begin to fail. Their distress signals go unheard by their own kind, too far away to help. The decision. Against all protocols, Lyra makes a choice that will alter the fate of 2 species. She activates her ship's tractor beam and pulls the human vessel to safety aboard her observation station. She knows this single act of compassion violates the Council's most sacred law. First contact. When the humans awaken in her medical bay, they find themselves face to face with their first alien being. Captain Jake Roberts, Engineer Maria Santos, and their crew are stunned but grateful. Despite the language barrier, Lyra uses her translation device to communicate. The bond forms. Over the following days, as Lyra secretly repairs their ship, she learns about human nature. She discovers their capacity for gratitude, their fierce loyalty to each other, and their endless curiosity about the universe. In return, she shares knowledge about the galaxy, careful not to reveal too much about the Council's existence. Growing understanding. The humans tell her about Earth's struggles, wars ending through cooperation, scientific breakthroughs achieved through collaboration, and their dreams of exploring the stars to find others like themselves. Lyra realizes that humanity possesses something many advanced species have lost: hope combined with determination. The secret. Before the humans depart, Captain Roberts asks Lyra if there are others like her among the stars. She cannot bring herself to lie completely. She tells them that yes, there are many species, but most are not ready to meet humanity yet. She makes them promise to keep their encounter secret until humanity is stronger. The parting. As the human vessel disappears toward Earth, Lyra knows she has crossed a line from which there is no return. She has not only broken the law, but has given humanity something dangerous: knowledge that they are not alone. The cover-up. Lyra alters her official reports, claiming the human vessel was destroyed in the engine explosion. She buries all evidence of the rescue. But deep in her heart, she knows this is only the beginning. The secret alliance. 2 years later, Lyra continues her observation duties, but now she watches Earth with personal interest. Humanity has made remarkable progress, inspired by the knowledge that intelligent life exists beyond their world. The return. Captain Roberts and his crew, now part of Earth's elite deep space program, venture further into the solar system. Through careful planning, they arrange to encounter Lyra again at a predetermined location near Saturn. Building trust. This time, the meeting is planned. Lyra shares more knowledge: basic principles of faster-than-light travel, energy conversion techniques, and material science. She is careful to present these as discoveries the humans must make themselves, guiding rather than giving. The network grows. Roberts introduces Lyra to Dr. Emma Clark, Earth's leading xenobiologist, and Commander Tom Bradley, head of the space program. A small, secret group forms: humans and 1 alien working together in defiance of galactic law. Technological leap. With Lyra's subtle guidance, humanity achieves breakthrough after breakthrough. They develop their first FTL prototype, established permanent bases on Mars and Europa, and begin reaching toward nearby star systems. The warning: Lyra explains the truth about the Galactic Council, a governing body of 12 advanced species that maintains order through strict non-interference policies. She warns that humanity's rapid progress will eventually draw attention. Preparing for the future. Together, they begin preparing humanity for eventual contact. They strengthen Earth's defenses, advance their technology, and most importantly, unite their world governments under a single space exploration initiative. The Council's discovery. The investigation. Council Overseer Drac of the Corvin species notices anomalies in reports from the Sol system. Humanity's advancement rate exceeds all mathematical models for natural development. Lyra under suspicion. When a formal investigation begins, Lyra finds herself questioned about her monitoring techniques. Her fellow council members, including her former friend Ambassador Vex, begin to doubt her reports. The evidence. Advanced scanning reveals traces of Althan technology in Earth's orbital space. The Council realizes that someone has been providing aid to the primitive humans. The confrontation. Lyra is brought before the full Council to face charges of violating the Prime Directive. She stands trial for the crime of uplifting a primitive species without authorization. Her defense. Lyra argues that humanity represents something unique, a species with the potential to benefit all galactic civilization. She presents evidence of human creativity, adaptability, and their capacity for both individual growth and collective cooperation. The Council's fear. The 12 species of the Council have grown comfortable in their static roles. They fear change, fear competition, and most of all, fear losing their carefully maintained balance of power. The verdict. Despite her passionate defense, Lyra is found guilty. Her punishment. Exile to a remote monitoring station in the Outer Rim, cut off from all contact with both the Council and humanity. Humanity rises. 5 years later, without Lyra's guidance, humanity continues to advance through their own determination and the foundation she helped establish. First Contact Protocols. Earth's united government, now called the Terran Federation, prepares for eventual contact with other species. They know it's coming. The discovery. Human deep space explorers encounter their first alien species, not the Council, but a group of refugees fleeing persecution from Council space. The rescue. In a decision that mirrors Lyra's original choice, humanity offers aid to these refugees. They provide shelter, medical care, and protection. Building alliances. Through these refugees, humanity learns more about galactic politics. They discover that the Council's rigid system has created many displaced peoples and oppressed civilizations. Growing influence. Humanity becomes a beacon for species seeking freedom from Council oversight. Their rapid technological advancement, combined with their willingness to help others, attracts attention across the galaxy. The Council's dilemma. Reports reach the Council of Humanity's growing influence. They face a choice: crush this upstart species or acknowledge that their isolation policies may be failing. Lyra's message. From her exile, Lyra manages to send a coded message to her human friends, warning them that the Council is preparing to take action. The reckoning. The confrontation. A Council fleet arrives at Earth, intending to force humanity back into isolation and relocate their alien allies. United we stand. Humanity doesn't face this threat alone. Dozens of species that helped stand with them. The refugees have become allies, and the allies have become a new kind of galactic community. The battle of wills. Rather than fight, humanity's leaders request a formal audience with the Council. They arrive not as supplicants, but as equals, accompanied by representatives from 37 different species. Lyra's return. The Council is forced to bring Lyra from exile to serve as translator and mediator. She returns to find that her sacrifice has borne fruit beyond her wildest dreams. The new proposal. Humanity presents a revolutionary idea. Replace the Council's rigid hierarchy with a true galactic federation, where all species have a voice, regardless of their technological level. The Council divided. The 12 Council species split. Some cling to the old ways, while others recognize that change is inevitable. The galaxy is already transforming around them. The resolution. Rather than war, compromise emerges. The old council structure remains for those who wish it, but a new galactic federation forms alongside it, with humanity and their allies as founding members. Lyra's vindication. Ambassador Lyra is offered a choice: return to her old position or join the new federation as humanity's first official alien ambassador. She chooses to continue the friendship she risked everything to create. Epilogue. Years later, as ships from hundreds of species travel freely between stars, sharing knowledge and culture, the old council members who once condemned Lyra's actions quietly admit their error. The galaxy is richer, safer, and more vibrant because one being chose compassion over protocol. The story ends with Lyra and Captain Roberts, now Admiral Roberts, watching young beings from dozens of species learning together at the first Galactic Academy on Earth. The risk that seemed so dangerous has become the foundation for a better future for all. Themes: courage to do what's right over what's easy, the power of friendship across species barriers, and how rigid systems must evolve or be replaced by those willing to embrace change.